everybody, this is Dave Nassi over here at Next Level, and today we're going to do something cool. You know, we've been doing these great Inspired By lessons. I've been doing that whole series. I'm really excited to get my guitar strapped back on and throw a bunch of notes at you and see what we can come up with today. So today we're going to do a combination of some sweep arpeggio shapes and mixing it with some pentatonics. I always think that's a great thing. So my idea behind this, stylistically, I guess, relates to a bit more of myself. I like to start and end with a blues phrase pretty often, you know, whenever I do some of this stuff. A lot of times, you know, if you're doing these things, you know, it gets kind of, you know, if I could talk to you while I'm doing this, it's pretty clear that it's just muscle memory. So we want to think of how we could take that and do something a bit more with it. I think that's kind of what our goal is today. Hey everybody, now is the time where I'm going to give you the best information in the video. All you got to do is click on that link that you see below. I know you see it. It's right down there in that YouTube text box. All you got to do is click on that link that you see in that text box. And you know what? You're going to get a free video that is not available on YouTube. It comes with a free coinciding ebook that is not available, obviously, on YouTube. You get all kinds of great stuff, and all you got to do is click that link. Again, free video, free coinciding ebook, tons of great information. That's all you got to do. One simple click. Okay, so let's just go over this. We're in the key of A minor, so we're going to combine an A minor sweep arpeggio with some A minor pentatonics. And the A minor sweep arpeggio that we're doing looks like this. So when we go to sweep this, if you're at all unfamiliar with sweep arpeggios, please refer to some of these other videos that we have where we talk about it. Tons of great information about it. I can give you the lowdown right now. Basically, I'm outlining this A minor bar chord all the way up here in this 12th position where I'm crammed into these small frets. I'm going to be also talking about an A minor pentatonic shape that is very, very important to know and be familiar with. It looks just like this. And there's my resolving note within the shape. We may even refer to this third position here. Okay, so what I did at the top of the video was something that was like this. And it was just a way to get out of that sweep and try to have some sort of feeling or, you know, melody behind it, because it's such a accelerated group of notes, really. So when I'm doing this, what I have going on, now you have just the repeated up and down of that sweep. And sometimes you can embellish that. Let's talk about how we can do that. I can get all fancy and tremolo pick that guy, and it sounds cooler than it is. It sounds like I'm going lightning fast. I could tap up here on my C as I'm doing it. That's kind of cool. Tap. Make sure that pinky lands. So I'm tapping. I'm pulling from 17 to 12, landing back on 17. Those are A to E notes. And I'm going back into the sweep. That's kind of another thing that I could do that would be cool. But what I'm going to think of is an access point into my pentatonic. So maybe that's the way we can kind of cap this video. Access points into our pentatonics coming out of a wild lick. Maybe that's the way I'll look at this. Because to me, that's really, really important. Sometimes if I'm going for broke with a lick, I'm like, how am I going to get out of this? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Well, in this particular case, I'm pulling from A to E. Well, if I'm in C major and or A minor, I might refer to the scale shape that would be sitting or starting from its rooted position in the 10th fret, which is D Dorian. That looks like this. Now, if you go through your pentatonic shapes and you see where they sit within the Dorian scale, it's pretty cool. Pentatonic is made of a flat third, flat 7. Dorian is a flat 3 and a flat 7 interval scale. So we can throw our little theory in there real quick just so we sound cool when we talk about it. But just to really kind of say we want to make these shapes work together and sound melodic and cool and get all big rock with our stuff today. So I'm taking the idea of these top two strings And I'm going to use those as my doorway to get into my pentatonic out of my sweep. So I'm going pull, and that's a way in. Right there, I've got my resolving note in pentatonic, and I can get into that aspect of it. Do some of those really cool kind of pentatonic bends where I go up here on 15, tuck my pinky right behind it, grab the tremolo bar, and there we go, man. We're Hendrix at the Fillmore. Those cool, crazy overtones, harmonic overtones that ring together. So the idea is to say, that's what I got. Sometimes the best practice, in my opinion, isn't necessarily a whole run that goes from one end of the guitar to the other. A lot of the times it's just a series of notes within an idea that you hear in your head that you can't play yet, you know, or you can't play smoothly yet. You don't have to look at, like, you know, you don't got to go for the whole enchilada right away. You can just take a piece of it, and that's cool. That's enough, because you're going to make that smooth, and you're going to make that yourself, and that's what's most important. So with this, that could be something cool to get used to, because you got that jump, you know, from your pinky, and I'm taking that, and I'm bending there. Now, what made me think of this, well, if I go to my first form of A minor pentatonic, it's the same as, so I've got relation to an idea that I've played a bazillion times just in a new spot. That's what's cool about pentatonic too, is making sure that we get outside of the typical shape. You know, everybody always plays in position number 1, and we don't like to do that all the time. We want to be well-rounded in our lifestyles, so we go to other places. And I have this. I could bend up here. Give me my big finish. I could go from this A. Of course, that's pentatonic. Or I could look at that as part of the Dorian scale. So again, I could descend all the way down in the Dorian scale shape. So starting and ending with a blues phrase is our moral of our story today, and getting in and out of some of these cool sweep ideas, and noticing that sometimes the best thing to practice isn't the whole thing, but just a piece of it, so that way we know we can play it well and we're confident in our playing. That's the most important thing. Anything that you work on, any idea that you have, be it one of ours, isolated unto yourself, if you just work on it in pieces, that's all that really matters. Nobody's judging you. Everybody's going to back you and say, hey, you know what? You're doing what you're supposed to be doing because you're making your ideas happen, and that's the main thing. So I'm going to leave it with that. That's a nice little tidbit of information, right? Guitar teacher, life coach, Next Level Guitar. What are you talking about? We got it all here.
Pearls of wisdom.
We are a one-location facility for all your needs.
One-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping. There you go, everybody. Hey, go to the website, nextlevelguitar.com. Over 1,060 videos. More coming at you every single day. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. People, that's information. We're having fun. It's just the way you look at it.